So it's a fixed mass of gas, it's a constant pressure because there's a tube there that's got some fluid. You can just see the orange fluid there. That's able to move freely, so the pressure is constant. The gas inside the nearest, on the left-hand side tube there, is at atmospheric pressure, and you can see there that it's registering 16.2 units at a temperature of 5 degrees. So the water is heated with a Bunsen flame, and as that happens, this video has been speeded up, but it starts to expand. So from this video you can record temperature and volume readings, which can then be analysed with a graph later on. It's recommended that you record every 5 or 10 degrees Celsius to give the maximum number of points on your graph, and bear in mind that you are looking at the lower surface of the orange liquid. That's where the volume is. Be aware of the finer divisions on the scale, so you're getting readings to the nearest degree Celsius and to the nearest 0.1 of a unit of volume as the readings increase. In the comment section of the video there is a spreadsheet which you can download and put your results into that spreadsheet, and then you can plot the graph using the spreadsheet if you wish to. The reason both the thermometer and the glass tube were immersed in water is to ensure that they're both at exactly the same temperature. The slight issue with this practical setup is that although we've used a tall glass flask, all of the glass tube with the gas inside is not at the same temperature because not all of it is immersed in the water. So if you were to be asked in an exam question, how could this apparatus be improved, it would be to immerse the whole of the glass tube in the water at the temperature which is being recorded by the thermometer. There is also the assumption that all of the gas in the tube is at the temperature that's given by the thermometer. Another practical difficulty is making sure that when you're looking at the levels of the thermometer or the volume that you've always got your eye horizontal, so you avoid what's called parallax, where if you were looking down on this from above, the volume would be slightly different because of the gap between the glass tubes and the scale that's on the backing board there. If you want to, once you've got your full set of results in a table, you'll then be plotting a graph of the volume against the temperature on a Celsius scale, and then you can repeat that with a Kelvin scale.